Yes, and welcome back to the 94 Club for your daily dose of country music. Hey look, this week we have officially moved into the pub to start recording videos. If you want to hear a bit more about this place, just check out my 1000 subscriber video. I'll kind of give you a little tour of the grounds and talk about what this place means as well, because there's a lot of sort of like family heritage that's gone into the build of this. Anyway, this week, who have we got coming up on the channel? Well, we've got Midland, Lost Dog Street Band, Tyler Childers, Coulter Wall, Hill Country Devil, Home Free and Nick Shoulders to take us into the weekend. Look, I'm excited. Let's just get straight into it. Hey, right, just one more thing before we get into the video. You're going to see this a couple of times, but I did promise Charlie Crockett this week. I'm going to work him in somewhere into the schedule, and there's one other artist I'm going to work in as well who's pretty unheard of. So anyway, stick around. Thank you. Let's get it. Right, okay, we're going with Charlie Crockett. This is the 8th video I've recorded this week. Unless one gets blocked, I'll drop this in somewhere else, I guess. Or, potentially, I might upload it today, the day of recording, which is Saturday. I might upload it this evening because it's a new song. Yeah, we'll hopefully grind and get it out today. That's the plan. Charlie Crockett, I ain't heard of you before. Well, I've heard of you, but I've not heard you, so I'm interested to see what you sound like, and this is a brand new song that's out. Right, okay, so yeah, Charlie Crockett, I don't know what you sound like, I don't know what your music's about. Fool somebody else tells me that he's going to be talking to a girl and say, or a guy, whatever the interest is saying, yeah, go play around with someone else because I don't need it. That's what I think the vibe's going to be. Let's listen and let's get it. Oh, I don't know if there's no sound or not. We'll keep playing it for a second and we'll see what happens. Right, sweet. Got some slight old school western movie vibes right now.
Same old situation coming back again, and I suppose it's been the fate of many, many men. I tried and tried and tried and tried to please that girl. Oh, but I found out it simply does not end. Fool somebody else. Do it to yourself, mama. Tell me how it feels when you hold somebody tight, just to see them go in the middle of the night. Would you give up all your love if you already knew it would never be enough? Put my heart back on the shelf. Why don't you fool somebody else? Here we go again. We've reached the bitter, bitter end, and there's no more light. I lost my bestest, precious friend. You tried, I lied, you cried about anything at all, and I still found out I'm never gonna win. Fool somebody else. Do it to yourself, mama. Tell me how it feels when you hold somebody tight.
Right, we're going to pause it quickly just so I can catch up on where we're at so far. We don't have the lyrics to go through, so I'm going off memory. So if I quote wrong, don't hate me. But put your heart back on the shelf. Go and fool somebody else. Like, he's kind of indicating here that she's so transactional with her love that she just gives it out to anyone who shows her attention. And he's like, I don't need to put up with that. That's not the kind of person I want to be with. But what I want to say about Charlie Crockett is, your boy's got a lot of talent, and he has this real nice sound to his voice. He has a bit of an echo in the track as well, so it amplifies the voice a little. But he has this nice way of delivering his lines, and it's not and I've touched on this with a few country songs, it's not a very stereotypical verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus kind of thing. He brings this fool somebody else back in quite often, just to echo his message, and it sounds really good. But yeah, I really like him so far. We'll let this play out, and I will get back in at the end, and we'll talk about some stuff.
Just to see him go in the middle of the night, would you give up all your love? If you already knew it would never be enough, put my heart back on the shelf. Why don't you fool somebody else? Fool somebody else. Do it to yourself like you're doing it to me. Hold somebody close, knowing very well that they just about to leave. Trust them with your heart, even though you know they betray you from the start. Fool somebody else, 'cause what you're doing ain't good for my health. Fool somebody else. Do it to yourself, mama, tell me how it feels when you hold somebody tight. Just to see them go in the middle of the night, would you give up all your love? If you already knew it would never be enough, put my heart back on the shelf. Why don't you fool somebody else?
Love the song, love the artist, love the message, love the melody, love everything about that. What the vibes I get from Charlie Crockett, and tell me if I'm wrong, because I think it might just be this song, but it might also, this might echo through his music. As I say, this is the first one I've listened to. I get slight, like a rough and ready country version of Michael Bublé to a degree, and that's not me throwing sort of shade on anyone and not being disrespectful to anyone, because I think they're both incredible storytellers and performers, and I would love to see Charlie live. I think that song would go down well for me live. I don't know about you guys watching, but extremely powerful song, and the message is basically, don't mess about with me, because I don't want to put myself through it. I wrote down a line getting through that I really liked, just so I knew to touch on it at the end. And that line was, would you give up on all your love, if you knew it wouldn't be enough? And essentially what he's saying there is, if you knew from the start that no matter how much attention, care and whatever I give to you, if you knew that wasn't going to satisfy you, why do you make me jump through hoops and try and prove myself to you? Like, what is the point in that kind of thing? So I really like that sentiment and moving that in together with this. You can go and play around with someone else because you obviously knew that I wasn't enough. go and play around with someone else that will play the same games that you play. You can keep each other on your toes. Definitely something I can relate to, because I know I've been in situations where I've dated people and I've been messed about, but also there's been situations where I've done the messing about, and I know that when that happens, that's because one of you isn't in it and one of you isn't too sort of bothered about it working out. It's there just because it's easy. And it's not something you should put people through. And with growth and age and stuff, that's something I figured out. You know, you kind of need to wait for the right person to come along. So what he's kind of saying is, yeah, go fool someone else. I don't need to play your games. And I guess the thing is, and the reason we fall for these type of people is because they're so confident in themselves, and because they don't need you, they're not going to dedicate so much time and energy into you. That looks like they put a lot of value in themselves because they don't have this time to spend on other people. They care about where they put their time, and that's what it looks like, but actually it's not. Like, they're trying to trap you and trying to like lead you along a little bit. And I can talk from experience. Like, I've been that guy. Like I say, I've led people along when it's the absolute wrong thing to do. But, you know, you take the messages from music, from like, that's where I take my learnings from anyway, and things like this from Charlie is proper powerful, and definitely hits home for me, and hits home from like be careful of who you put your time into, for example, and be selective with it. Make sure they're going to add value to your life, you're going to add value to theirs, and it's going to be a real mutual thing. But beautiful song, Charlie. I really liked it. If you've got any songs you like from Charlie, like, tell me what his best one is. Obviously, I've just reacted to his latest, but I would like to understand his catalogue of music a little bit more. So let me know what you want to see me react to. I'll make sure I get to it. And yeah, we'll go from there. But as always, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest videos. And please, please, please hit that subscribe button and subscribe to the channel. We're going to have some good content coming up over the next few weeks. And if you want to know what the bigger vision is of the 94 Club, hit that. Go and have a little look at that 2,000 subscriber video. I talk a little bit more in there about 1,000 subscriber. I'm getting ahead of myself. About where I see this thing going. But for now, that's me. Thank you. Peace.